Hey guys, welcome back to Blaze Goddess Tarot. For today's pick card reading, we are looking into, are they talking to somebody else? You got pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Go ahead and pause the reading and pick the pile that calls out to you the most. Have pile number 1. If you chose this crystal, then this is your reading. Before we get into it, I do want to say that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you want to book a private reading with me, the link is in the description at BlazedGoddess.com. And if this reading resonates, please subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. But we're going to go ahead and get straight into it. We're going to start with their current feelings and their energy before getting into, are they talking about somebody else, like talking to somebody else, so we know if we're talking about your person or somebody else. Yeah, that makes sense. So what is their current energy? Let's actually use this deck for their current energy, and then I'll get some tarot on how they feel about you. Okay. So for pile number 1, what is their person's current energy towards them and their situation? What is their current energy? Anxiety. I feel like that could be more your energy though. Ooh. Intuition, inner knowing. Oh, look, you got other cards flipped out. Here's your cards there. I don't know if those were yours or not, so we'll put it back in, and if it's meant to be, it'll come back out. I'll get like 2 more. Okay, 2 more. You have enemy, watch your back, and healing, releasing. What is this one? Romantic feelings. Should I put it right there? I'm not. I'll put it right there. Should I get 1 more to make it even? I should. Are they... Heartbreak shattered. And then at the bottom of the deck you have bliss, happiness. So, just going off these cards, like your person's energy towards you, is that I feel like they have trust issues. They might even be feeling this way towards you as well, right? They might be thinking that you're going to leave them and all this and that, and they know they need to heal. They know they have feelings for you, but it's just because of their heart broke. They're heartbroken. And they know that this anxiety, stress, this worry is all because of their trust issues. They always feel like they have to watch their back. But I feel like it might have been like something from the past that's kind of made them like this. Because like with the bliss, happiness, I feel like they know that they are happy with you. They know that they have feelings for you. And that you do make them happy. So I feel like if this person isn't doing anything towards you, it's not because of somebody else. I feel like it's because of themselves. They have blockages within themselves. But we're still going to ask. But just going off these cards, like, if your person was talking about somebody, like, talking to somebody else. And it's funny because I keep saying talk about. So I think like people are just, they might end up saying rumors that your person is out there, you know, doing the whoop-de-whoop with somebody else. And I think that also might scare them, because maybe that happened to them in the past. It was just a rumor, they didn't actually cheat, and they got left anyways, because the other person didn't trust them. But they know they have to heal. They know they have to release the old baggage. So what is their current feelings towards pile number 1? What is their person currently feeling? See, there's the 4 of Wands. Like I was saying, the bliss, happiness. I mean, these cards literally look the same. Like, look at that. Oh, and look. You have blocked obstacle. Block obstacles. I just said this person was blocked. They're blocking themselves. But then you even got, I'm not going to pull more cards, but you even got marriage. So, this person does think highly of you. It's just them. What is pile number 1's person's current feelings towards pile number 1? 3 of Wands. They're like looking for better days. There's the 3 of Cups. 5 of Swords. And I feel like the 3 of Cups, like, don't freak out. A lot of readers see it as like a third party energy. And, you know, it can be. A lot of times it usually is. But I'm not getting that type of vibe. Like, they want to be your friend before they get into a partnership with you. If they are in a partnership, they want to continue to build. They don't want to just rush into things. And especially since they know they have to heal, they don't want to rush into things in an unhealed version of themselves, because they feel like it's going to eventually turn back around. You know, it's going to just turn the cycle again. And they want to do better. They want a better outcome. And then they know that they can't get a better outcome if, you know, they're doing the same thing. Yeah, like I said, a Tower. They're realizing that they're the ones disrupting everything. See, and you even got the Dragonfly, right? They might have had so many opportunities to learn, and it's just now realizing that all these people that they was influenced by or involved with, that they were there to teach this person that they needed to transform, that they need to change, they need to heal. And it's like now they feel like it's happening again with you, you know? And they don't want to lose you because of something they've lost a lot of people about as well. You know what I mean? Yeah, and then there's the Queen of Pentacles. They know your worth. Simple as that. Queen of Pentacles. Like, that's... And then you got the Chariot. Like, they want to come rushing in half the time. But then they stop themselves. The Queen of Pentacles, I feel like, is always the wifey type of energy. She's more the one that got the ring. Benz is like the Mother of Cups that, you know, ends up with the kids and the family. I feel like you kind of might end up having to, like, budget their finances type of level. But we're going to clear this up. And we're going to get into the question that you've been patiently waiting for. For pile number 1, drum roll please, what is your person talking to somebody else? I was so focused on the drum roll. The drum roll started going off in my head, and I was just like, wait, what am I doing again? Yeah, so pile number 1's person, are they talking to somebody else? Is pile number 1 person talking to anybody else? Pile number 1 person talking to somebody else. You got the Moon at the bottom of the deck. So, I honestly feel like no. Because with these two cards, when these two cards came out, it was like they want to manifest the best version of themselves. Because you just came out as the Queen of Pentacles, right? Now he's coming up as the King of Pentacles. It doesn't have to be male or female, just masculinity, you know, just saying king and he, just because of that, okay? Your person is starting to come out as your counterpart, is what I'm trying to say, right? And with the Magician, I think that is what Spirit is trying to tell you, is like, if your person spends a lot of time without you, or they are not telling you as much of what they're doing, it's because they're doing a lot of inner work. And a lot of masculinity energy, a lot of masculines out there, they don't like to really talk, right? If they're a true divine masculine, they'd like to act and then show up differently, correct? So that, I think, is what I guess technically is the third party, is the blocks, the obstacles, like I've been saying, you know what I mean? So then the Queen of Swords came out, and I think that's because it instantly went off in my head that somebody's putting down more of a deadline than guidelines, right? Like, they're still doing the work. They're still figuring out the path for themselves, which that's the best way to heal, right? You don't want to be told how to do everything, then it's not going to be actually who you are. And I think they're realizing that. I think they're starting to say, I need to do this by myself. I don't need to be asking everybody and anybody to help. But I think they are definitely just you. They know with this Queen of Swords energy, now you popping up as the Queen of Swords, that you will cut them out if you were talking to somebody else. And I feel like you made that very clear. If they are talking to somebody else, you're done. You're done. It would actually bring you peace with the lavender to just walk on out if they're over here talking to somebody. And you notice how this queen is looking off at this other female, and he's like looking at her. I mean, he's looking at the pinnacle, but you know what I mean. He's still looking at you and not this other one, you know? I feel like you might also be kind of like looking for a reason to leave this person, to make it their fault, instead of saying like, you know, we're just not compatible, it's not working. Maybe you kind of would feel more satisfied if you sit back and be like, okay, well, I did everything I could. I wasn't in the wrong. They screwed it up, you know? They're the ones who blew this. Instead of y'all just saying, it's not working, I'm not happy, you know? But take it if it resonates. But I do feel like they are not talking to somebody. They're more focused on how they can rebuild inside to become a better them. Alright? So for pile number 1, thank you so much for watching. I really hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. If you want to book a private reading with me, again, the link is in the description at BlazedGoddessTarot.com. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Bye! Hi, pile number 2. If you chose this crystal, then this is your reading. Before we get into it, I do want to say that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you want to book a private reading with me, the link is in the description at BlazedGoddess.com. And if this reading resonates, please subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. But we're going to go ahead and get into it. We're going to start with what is their current energy towards you and their feelings. So we're going to start with this oracle deck to see kind of like what their energy is in this situation currently. And then get some tarot about how they're feeling. So for pile number 2, what is their person's current energy? What is pile 2's person's current energy? You have unfinished business, unresolved situation. What is pile 2's person's? Proposal, commitment. You have mask, not showing true self. Pile 2, current energy. What is their current? What is pile 2? You have insecurities, self-esteem. You have breakup forever, endings. Should I take this one? Unexpected, all of a sudden. Let's see, and then you got compromise, making change, and yeah. We'll just keep it like this. What's throwing me off is like, okay, so y'all might be hot and cold, alright? I think that's what I'm picking up on. It's off and on. It might just be a situationship. It might have not even picked up off the ground, alright? I feel like this person has a lot of self-esteem issues. And that's why this connection hasn't really progressed. I feel like they might have caught feelings right away, and it was kind of like all of a sudden. Like they didn't think to feel like this towards you. They didn't think they was going, you know, I guess want commitment. Maybe your person is a little, you know, non-committal. It's non-committal. You're right. But I see why you came to this reading, because with the mask not showing true self, that's really what's getting my attention. Let me see if I can clarify any of these cards real quick. Should I use a different deck? Yeah. Okay, let me put these over to the side. We're gonna use this little deck so it don't get everywhere. Just as clarifying cards. So, what's up with the proposal? Let me get a card for the proposal. We'll stretch this out. We're gonna have to do that. So, what's up with the proposal? So you have the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Cups for proposal. So, you are a wish fulfillment for them. They do really like you. They find you very attractive with the Queen of Wands. You might even, like, inspire them. They just think you're very sexy. What is the breakup forever? What's up with the endings? You have the Magician. You have the Ten of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like this is more of a, yeah, because then you got the Empress at the bottom of the deck. I feel like this is more of a, they feel like it's going to end because they can't really pull themselves through this. They can't really find the power to, I guess, be what you need them to be. They feel like it might change over time. They might grow over time. But they're basically saying not right now. And I think that's why they go back and forth. Like when they're around you, they want a commitment. They want marriage. They want all these things. But when they're away from you, it's like they realize that they need time away. They rather, you know, have alone time. But he's like, why though? Then you got the Empress again. I mean, maybe they have a baby mama. Yeah. Maybe they have to juggle you and somebody else. But then you got the Eight of Swords in reverse, which is very bold. So we'll hold on that. Maybe this person has kids. Maybe they have another responsibility. I feel like that will show up at the end of the reading. I feel like if it's not somebody else, though, it's because they feel like they can't measure up to what you deserve. So I feel like this reading so far with their energy, it can go either way. Maybe they got a baby mama and they have kids with somebody else. Because the Mother of Cups came up, I think, with this one. This clarifying deck. So they might have kids. And so it would have to be somebody else. But if it's not, then I feel like they're not talking to somebody else because they don't even feel like they can measure up to you. So if they did find somebody else, it would be someone less than you. Does that make sense? What is this mask not showing true self? What is that for? What are they masking? What are they not showing? Hermit. Okay. That still says that they're hiding something. They're having a shine. They're having a shine light on a certain situation. They might not be showing themselves their true self. Yeah, they might be lying to themselves. Maybe they're not just wearing a mask with you. They're wearing a mask with themselves too. They might be trying to play it cool, trying to have this hot and cold, you know, fling type of energy, so they don't seem like they're clingy or they're needy, or they feel like they have to kind of like depend on you for happiness, like a codependent type of relationship. What is this mask? Yeah, it's like they're hiding themselves from the truth that they want to be with you. Yeah, and then you got the King of Wands in reverse. They're not taking action. They're hiding it. They're biting their lip. They're not really trying to... They're biting their tongue, you know? Instead of biting their lip. See, and then you got these in reverse. I'm going to take it in reverse. Because if they are having a baby mama, then they're trying to, like, loosen up ties with her or something of that nature. Maybe it's not even baby mama. Maybe it's their own mother that's getting in the way. So it might not be a romantic, like they might be having to talk to somebody and take responsibility somewhere else, but it might not be like romantic. What is this unexpected? See, the unexpected all of a sudden, like the Empress, they might end up having a child with somebody else just randomly. Yeah, they don't really know what to do. But just hold on to all that information, because this ain't it might have been all unexpected that they would see you so highly as well. So we're gonna have to we're gonna go into what their feelings are towards you, and then we're gonna get into, are they actually talking to somebody else? I feel like this pile can go either way. Okay, but we're gonna get into their feelings because that's just their energy. You might not know everything's going on right there, so we'll look into their feelings. Make sure this is your pile before we get into it. Pile number 2's person. How do they feel towards pile number 2? What does their person feel towards them? What is their feelings? See, there's the Queen of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Two of Wands. It kind of already says insecure. I'm gonna be honest with you, because it's like, there you are being the Queen of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles usually is like kind of like a breadcrumbing type of card. And then the Two of Wands talks about like looking towards the future, waiting for something to come in, kind of like more of a waiting card. Waiting to make a decision. So it's like they already see your worth, they already see your value. They know that the scales are unfair, that they're only doing as much as they can to keep you along instead of how much they should be doing. There's the Three of Pentacles. So they already feel like some type of partnership between the two of y'all. Especially if y'all are entangled. How else do they feel? 10 of Cups. There you go. There's the, they want you, they have feelings for you. And then there's the 7 of Pentacles. Why the 7 of Pentacles? The 8 of Cups. They feel like you might end up getting bored with the situation and leaving. So they know they have to take action, but they ain't. I think that pretty much sums it up. I think that kind of goes with this. So we're going to skip on to, are they talking to somebody else? Is pile number 2's person talking to somebody else? That was the 8 of Pentacles, by the way, which talks about work. But pile number 2, is their person talking to somebody else? Is there somebody else involved? Pile number 2, is their person talking to somebody else? Pile number 2's person talking to somebody else. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, jeez, I keep dropping my phone. Okay. Bottom of the deck, you have Hermit. It's funny that you just had the Hermit as well. So you have the Queen of Swords and the Cups. Which 2 queens automatically, that's why I was like, ooh, because it's 2 queens. So it's like, it makes me feel like it's an automatic yes. And you even got the third party type of card and the Ace of Cups. And I'm gonna be honest with you, because this is what this channel is for, honesty. I feel like the 3 of Cups and the Ace of Cups, I hate to say it because I know it hurts, but I feel like they would get with anybody that gives them attention. Alright, if somebody came and said, wow, I really like your shirt, they wouldn't just say thank you. They would say thank you, you know, I got it at, you know, Hot Topic or Spencer's. You know, do you go there often? You know, and they would kind of like drag the situation out. They would drag it out. I feel like for some of y'all, they might even have like a tattoo. It might not be like an initial or their face or their eyes or anything like where you're like, wow, you got a whole nother girl on your arm, you know? It's more of a, like they got like, let's say a duck as a tattoo, and it makes them think about this one chick in high school that they dated and she waddled like a duck or something, you know, something like that, and they got it because of her. I mean, gender roles, vice versa, take it, you know, take it how you should. But then these cards, because the next question was, if, you know, is somebody else, are they going to leave them? And these cards is 4 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups, and the 9 of Pentacles, right? The 4 of Cups talks about closing yourself off, not really being there, you know, kind of like isolation, right? The 9 of Cups talks about coming towards something with love, and this staff has a little bit of light to it, all right? The 9 of Pentacles talks about independence, you know, they trying to like self-discover themselves, right? But then you got the Devil. All right. The Devil, I think, is the ego. The ego of this pile number 2 person, where it's kind of like they have something inside them that makes one person not enough. And they feel like they have to go and have multiple options, You know what I mean? But I feel like they might understand that, or in the process of understanding that, because you did have the Hermit, and then underneath the Hermit you got the Justice. So it's like they're on a journey to self-discover this. So maybe you and this person ain't meant to be together, but y'all are meant to show each other y'all's true form, right? They had the mask come up. Maybe you're here to teach them how to take that mask off, not only with other people, but with themselves, importantly. So, unfortunately, I do feel like this is a yes, that they do talk to more people. And I do, unfortunately, feel like they talk to anybody that gives them the time of day. But I feel like they are already realizing this about themselves and realizing that it's unfair. And you even got the Two of Swords, so they don't really know what to do with this information, or they haven't seen clearly yet, and you're meant to bring that information out. But unfortunately, yes. I'm sorry, pile number 2. But if this reading resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. If you want to book a private reading with me, the link is in the description at BlazedGoddessTarot. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Bye! High pile number 3. If you chose this crystal, then this is your reading. Before we get into it, I do want to say that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you want to book a private reading with me, the link is in the description at BlazedGoddessTarot. And if this reading resonates, please subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. But we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to start with this Oracle deck, see kind of like what their current energy is, and then we'll get into some tarot cards saying how like their current feelings are towards you. So make sure that this is your pile. If not, I have other videos and other piles you can choose from. Then we'll get into, are they talking to somebody else? So, what is pile 3's person's current energy towards the situation? What is pile 3's person's current energy? What is pile 3's? You have faded meaning, important connection. Pile 3's person's energy towards. You have ex-lover, old spark. You have addiction, unhealthy attachment. You have intimacy, bonding. You have mask, not showing true self. Then you have competition, the other woman, and hurting, agonizing pain. Oh, and then you said, I'm sorry, apology. Wow, okay. So I feel like if this is somebody new that you're dealing with, alright? And this ain't an ex-lover partner type of thing. Like, let's say you met this person like 3 months ago, if that, right? Then they might just have an attachment to an old ex. But if y'all are, you know, hot and cold, that you know this person can't leave you alone. If you walked away today, they would catch you yesterday type of energy, you know. Then this person knows that you're very important to them. They love your bond, your connection, and they might not be showing you that they don't want anybody else to have you, even if they can't have you correct. All right, if they're not doing what they need to have you around, then they at least still don't want you to have somebody else. So I feel like this person might be controlling. maybe not controlling, but very possessive. And I feel like with the mask not showing the true self, I feel like they're trying to play it cool. They're trying to play it off like, you know, that they're not clingy, they're not needy. But like deep down, I feel like they can't stop thinking about you. However, now if you are new, then I think that they might be comparing you to an old ex that they have an unhealthy attachment to. Because you do literally have competition with other women. But I feel like if it ain't an ex, then they're just afraid of somebody coming and swiping you off your feet, taking you away from them. So yeah, it kind of just depends on how long you've been messing with this person. If y'all have years on years, or you have, I feel like more, like you have to hit that like year mark, or at least 6 months, maybe a year and up. And it's like they don't want you to see with anybody else. They want, I guess, to keep the spark alive a little bit more. And we'll put this to the side, and we're going to get into their feelings. And I feel like, honestly, when we get into a little bit more of their feelings towards you, we'll connect more of the thoughts. The dots over here. Okay. You got the Sun. What is pile 3's person's current feelings towards them? Five of Swords. In reverse. This deck is always like a mix. Like all my other decks are always straight. They're never in reverse. This deck, for some reason, is always like mixed. So I will take the reversal. Alright. What is pile 3's person's current feelings? You have the Two of Wands in reverse. You have the Moon in reverse. You have the Fool in reverse. And the Empress in reverse. See, it is not. And the whole deck ain't in reverse either. I want y'all to see that. Bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Pentacles. So it's like, I feel like this is definitely an X type of piles. I feel like, because it's not for sure if they talk to their ex or not, but they might be comparing you to their ex a lot. Because you literally have competition, other woman right next to the Empress in reverse. I feel like it might not be that they're talking to them, but they're in their energy. You could tell that there is another person in their energy, because they still need to heal. They still need to take these swords out of their back and heal. they're still in the process of leaving this ex-lover behind. They still know that you're very important, and they hope they aren't bringing you through this pain with them. But they know that they cannot start this new beginning with you, the Fool in reverse, if they can't heal. So they're trying not to look too far in the future with you. They might not try to talk so much about plans, because the plans might freak them out. The plans might stir up a lot in them. They also don't want you to really know too much about it, so I think they're not showing you, because it is an ex-lover, you know? But they don't want you to have to worry about it. They still, you know, with the Sun upright, they still love you. They still, you know, are happy with you. But it might not be like in love, because their heart ain't in love with life right now. You know, they're hurting, they're in pain. So it kind of, they're like postponing the connection, but they know that it's important. So it's like they still come around and everything like that. They still, you know, involve themselves in the connection with you. But they know that they can only do so much with this drag on their heart. So I do feel like more of an innocent vibe, and ain't so much of them taking action. Especially with the hurting card coming out. Because I feel like if the hurting card didn't come out, I would have been like, oh yeah, they're definitely like messing around. But with the hurting, I think they are probably just grieving as much as they can. But we are going to clarify that, because that's how I feel. And with this Empress in reverse, at least you had the Empress come out, first of all. They just can't really see it right now. Like, they still know you're important. They still know that you have your worth. It's just they can't see it fully, because they can't see past the hurt in general. You know, they might have trust issues when it comes to love because of how this ex-partner did. And especially with them not being able to heal and realize that, you know, what the ex did to them defines the ex, not them. Not their outcome, not their lifestyle. It describes them, right? So I think your person just might need to heal. And that might be why you still feel some type of other energy in your person's energy. But the question y'all have been waiting for. Is pile 3's person talking to somebody else? Is pile 3's person talking to somebody else? You got the Fool, you got the Moon, now it's upright. You see that? Magician. Are they talking to somebody else? Let me restart. Got too many cards out. Alright. For pile number 3. Is there a person talking to somebody else? Is pile number 3's person talking to somebody else? And at the bottom of the deck, you have the 8 of Pentacles, and this makes a lot of sense. So the reason I have this gap is because with the 8 of Wands literally up straight. I kid you not, I literally said I was confused, reshuffled. The 8 of Wands upright talks about communication. It's in reverse, honey boo boo. They're not. However, with this right here, This is basically saying that they hope that the feelings of this ex coming back, or this one is some type of cycle repeating, right? Which usually is an ex-lover, like you got that card. They're hoping that the feelings of that coming back dies out. Because the Death Upright talks about how, you know, a cycle goes back. You see this woman's dying, right? Or passing away, right? She is molding into this rock. She's molding into nature, which means the cycle continues. It's just a little different, right? The upright of a Knight of Pentacles is coming in slowly. Slowly but steady. So in reverse, they're hoping that it don't come back. They're hoping that it eventually dies out. But with the Eight of Pentacles, that's why I said it kind of makes sense, because the Eight of Pentacles means like they're working on it. The Eight of Pentacles is a working card, and I feel like they're currently working on that. So you might have hadn't met this person, just you might have bumped into them at the wrong time, and they know that it's bad that you have to be around this in the first place. So I feel like they know not to do it with somebody else. Like don't like, they're already hoping not to bring you pain. Why add somebody else and hope not to bring them pain, you know? Maybe at the point when they first met you, again, they knew it was important. But they might still kind of like regret it. Not regret meeting you, just regret putting you in that type of situation. But they're definitely not talking to somebody. They might not even really be talking to you as much. That's probably why you clicked on this video. And it's because they hoping that some type of cycle within themselves dies out. Either waiting on this ex, or a diversion that that ex had. You know what I mean? They want to be a whole different, better person. But they're working on it. So I feel like if they're not responding to you and it's been hours after hours after hours, they're just overworked. If they're not physically at work, they're working on themselves. They might have a side hustle. They might be working at something, you know, like their cars or something. A business, you know, house projects. It might be something else that's really just keeping them busy. They might just keep themselves distracted, away from their phone, away from other people, you know what I mean? But that is all that I have for you, pile number 3. If this reading resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. If you want to book a private reading with me, the link is in the description at BlazedGoddessTarot.com. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Bye.